How drugs control our brain. Drugs are substances that act on your central nervous system at the brain level. Drugs act on neurotransmitter, altering and disturbing their proper function, affecting behavior, mood, or perception. In addition, they are susceptible to creating physical and/or psychological dependence. The impact of dopamine on the gratification circuitry of the brain of a drug abuser can become very limited and can diminish their ability to feel any pressure. This is why the abuser eventually feels sad, reflects, and depressed, and is unable to enjoy things that previously brought him pleasure. Now you need to use drugs just to get your dopamine function back to normal. What's more, you need to take large amounts of the drug than you used to before to create the dopamine rush, an effect now has tolerance. Chronic exposure to drug of abuse disruptive way attention brain structure interact to control behavior, particularly behavior especially related to drug abuse.
Most addictive drugs directly or indirectly attack the brain's reward system, flooding the circuit with dopamine. Dopamine is a neurotransmitter found in regions of the brain that regulate movement, emotion, motivation, and feelings of pleasure. In addition, the dopamine signals in this area of the brain teach other parts of the brain to keep looking for the drug so that they can take it over and over again. From which I can conclude that in general, people use drugs for several reasons. To feel good, drugs can produce intense feelings of pleasure. This initial euphoria is followed by other effects that vary depending on the drug's use.
Some drugs are heroin, alcohol, cocaine, marijuana, cigarettes, among others. The brain releases more dopamine than normal when used drugs, and this lasts much longer than the natural ones. The effect of the brain's reward circuits is much wider than produced by natural rewarding behaviors such as food, music, or earning money. The effect of such a powerful reward motivates people to use drugs repeatedly. This is why scientists sometimes say that drug abuse is something we learn to do very, very well.
If you use drugs, you can feel better and amazing. But what happens to your brain when you use drugs for a long time? Daily drug use releases too much dopamine, which causes problems with the communication system. We know some effects of drugs, but the most important is when you use it 4 to 5 times per day. If you do, you could lose 10 years of your life. Depending on the number of times it's used, you could lose 30 to 50 years of your life.